Hi Gemini, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. Really sorry that your reading for your life, your year ahead life spread is a little bit late. It's just I was really busy and I'm doing it this morning. Should be up within the next few hours hopefully. So let's have a look what's coming in for you in 2017. Now, for any of you guys who saw the live spreads last year, there were 2 of them that were done. And those live spreads were done in 2 parts, 6-month intervals. I'm only doing 1 live spread now for 2017. You can order these on my website either as a year ahead reading or if you've got any general questions. I focus on 5 areas of your life in 2017. The readings on my website, it can either be for a situation or situations in your life around those 5 areas, or you can literally order them as a live spread 2017 year ahead reading. Okay, so I'm just repeating that again so everybody's aware. The live spread does not focus on the live spread doesn't necessarily focus on timings, but it focuses on the areas that you'll need to be aware of in terms of your life, so it can happen at any point during 2017. Remember, it is a general reading, okay? So if this doesn't refer to you in 2017, then that's just the way it is, because it's general. The only way that you get a more personalised reading is by getting a personal reading, as it were. So we do 5 areas. We focus on your love life, your career, your home life, your personal situation, and also the running theme section through the year, stroke future situations. We also use majors, second set of cards. I'm using the Witch's Tarot for this. They're all majors out of this, so the 21 majors. Shuffle these and I draw 7 cards. Now each 5 of those 7 cards will focus on the overall outcome for those 5 areas. The personal situation overall outcome card also doubles up as your foundation or what you'll be focusing on in 2017. The other 2 cards, card number 5 is where you're going to be wishing everything to head, and card number 7 will be the overall outcome, so where everything's heading for you in 2017. So let's start shuffling the cards. Universe, Spirit, show me what's coming in for Gemini, Sun, Moon and Rising. Gemini, Sun, Moon and Rising. Gemini, Sun, Moon and Rising in the year 2017. What can you see coming in for Gemini, Sun, Moon and Rising signs? Gemini, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. Gemini, Sun, Moon and Rising signs in the year 2017. Show me Gemini, Sun, Moon and Rising signs in the area of their personal situation, their careers, their home lives, their love lives, and also the running theme through the year, stroke, future situations. And also, can you show me the advice card? Show me. So we've shuffled the cards. We're going to split the deck as usual into 3, left to right, collect it back up, and then we are going to start laying out for your personal situation. Now the top card is always called the key card, okay? And the key card shows the energies, situations, people that you might be dealing with in a particular section. All right, underneath are 3 cards. So the areas come in groups of 4. All right, and these areas here will show how a situation is going to develop, or it's got a message in the cards for you. We're going to have a look at your, we'll move this ahead up here. We're going to have a look at your careers, your home life, your, see if we can bring this up a little bit. What would it do if I brought it up? There we go. It's better. Your love lives, and also your running theme through the year, stroke future situation, and this is the advice card. What we're going to do now, I'm wondering if I should move this over just a little bit. I need to try and cram everything in so you can see it. We're going to shuffle the cards now, and we're going to, the majors, and we're going to get the overall outcome, stroke foundation focus. So Universe, Spirit, Gem, what the overall outcome will be for Gemini, Sun, Moon and Risings in their personal situation. This should double up as the focus for the year also for Geminis, foundation for their year. Show me the overall outcome for their careers, for their love lives. Show me the central theme in terms of how they're going to be approaching the year, or approaching the sections in this reading, the life spread, but also this should double up as the home situation, the overall outcome for their home lives. Show me what their wishes will be, card number 5, where they're wishing everything to head in 2017. Show me the overall outcome for the running theme of the year, stroke future situations. And the overall outcome in card number 7. Show me. Right, we're going to split the deck again here. Collect this back up. And what we're going to do is we're going to place for the personal situation, career, love, central theme, stroke, home life. Sorry, this goes here. Overall outcome for the running theme through a year, stroke, future situations, where you're wishing everything would head, and the overall outcome, so where everything should be heading. Right, let's have a look. We always go to the foundation card first. So Justice shows us the energy, your focus for the year. Your focus for the year, I feel, will be completing situations. Justice often means that you complete. The karma is served, it's done and dusted, and you can change, you can move forward towards a new cycle. Some of you will be wanting justice in your life, so if you've been going through any legal situations in 2016 that need some form of closure, you'll be focusing on having something perhaps going within your favour, especially if it's a legal situation. This justice can serve as anything, in any situation. Justice is the culmination of all forces. Justice is representative of the 11th law of the universe, the law of compensation. So when you get this card, really it speaks about all your efforts being rewarded. So some of you guys are going to be focusing on the efforts that you're putting in 2017 being rewarded by the Justice card. Some of you guys might be focusing on creating some form of harmony and balance within your life, equilibrium, because that's what the Justice card is also about. It's about creating some form of even keel, equilibrium, as I've said, harmony, balance within one's life. So some of you guys, it just depends on what that is. Some of you guys might be looking to join the gym, for example, get healthy. Some of you guys might be looking to get married, for example, in 2017. Some of you guys might want closure to a relationship. Some of you guys, as I've said, might want to be have your just desserts served in a legal situation here. Whenever you get the Justice card, it's about the closure of situations, it's about completion, but it is also about making sure that the scales are balanced. And usually we want the scales to be balanced in a fair way. So some of you guys, I feel that it's going to be a year of bringing things together, putting things into alignment for you, Gemini, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. Let's have a look at what's going on within your personal situation. What's this crown by? That's lovely. We've got the Six of Wands. Six of Wands often means victory. It often means that you overcome a situation, you overcome a difficulty. So the Six of Wands is the general energy that you should be experiencing. Could be around a victory that some of you guys are going to achieve within 2017 within your personal situation. And that would really tally up with the Justice card. Because as I've said, the Justice card is about being rewarded for effort or having something go in our favour. And if it really kind of culminates with this card here, the Six of Wands, then really what we're saying here within the personal situation, some of you guys could be making some real achievements. Some of you guys might be very focused on, in the personal situation, confidence, ambition, which is also what that Six of Wands is. But the general energy is that you are going to be, there is something about achieving something of great worth within 2017, whether that be a new job, whether that be a marriage, whether that be a new relationship, whether that means something within your health, whatever the case might be in your personal situation. Areas where they can apply to literally anything within the life spread are areas like this one here, the personal situation, and also the general running theme throughout the year, okay? But these areas can really all interconnect, Gemini. So that's a wonderful thing. You've got the Six of Wands here. This can also be a fire sign individual or somebody who is overly confident. Sometimes this card can mean to be egotistical as well. Somebody who feels that they are above everybody else. So there might be a person like that around you in 2017 as well. But we're going to get the other cards up and see what they're saying. Well, we've got the devil first. And the devil, it's a weird card because it often, I have to look at the devil and I think, well, in the reverse, it means to let go, to relinquish control. But when it's that's in the reverse, sorry. But in the upright, it's about having control, or it's about somebody having control over us. This can be about toxic relationships, abusive relationships. It can mean that you work hard. It can mean that you are a slave to the grind. It can mean very controlling bosses or very controlling partners that might be in your life. It can mean obsession. It can mean fear. There are many things that come along with the devil. I mean, it's underneath this Six of Wands where the general energy is overcoming some form of difficulty that some of you guys might have been going through in 2016. It could be around the devil. And when you get a devil in a reading, sometimes this can mean a really kind of toxic, what's the word that I'm looking for with the devil? A really kind of toxic, negative individual. So sometimes when you get the devil, especially if it was in something like a career, this can mean somebody who's a troublemaker or somebody who's causing you a lot of trouble, a lot of problems, that type of thing. What's going on around this? Oh, the Two of Swords. Well, I feel the Two of Swords. I feel that there is a devil, and for some of you guys, you might be looking to block this person out because you've got the Two of Swords going on here. The Two of Swords can be a really good card. It's not always about being in two minds. It's not always about suppressing your feelings. It's not always about burying your head in the sand. Sometimes this literally means, when you've got the Two of Swords, I'm going to block this bitch out. You know, it means no contact. It means I'm not speaking to you. You know, it means I don't want you in my world. I don't want you anywhere near me. And I'm using my logic, my rationality, but also, because we've got two swords crossed together, this person here on the card is crossing two swords across their chest. It means that they're blocking out something that's quite emotional. So sometimes this means we don't call, we don't speak, we don't communicate. So it might be that there is a devil that you are looking to block out within 2017 because you want freedom, the Fool. Beautiful, beautiful energy. My God, that is absolutely amazing for the personal situation, Gemini. Really, really good. And that's why you got justice. That's why you got justice. You got closure, completion on an area within your life. Your personal situation coming to you, Gemini. You look at this devil here. Now, the devil can be anything. The devil can be an obsession. The devil can be a fear. The devil is a superficial card for me. It's not one of my favourites in the tarot. But because we've got this Two of Swords that shows that you're blocking something out. Usually for me, the devil card is not just about... we can't just base the premise, I feel, of the devil card on... purely superficial things, because remember, everything that we do in life, Gemini, has to come from a feeling, or it has to come from a heart space or a particular emotion. So when you get the devil, for me, this is addiction to drugs, sex, money, food, clothing, bad people, toxic family members, you know. The devil is the chief deceiver. You look in the Bible, he's quoted as being the chief deceiver. He's a seducer. But he's also, if you look at this person here, I'll just raise the card so you guys can see it. Look at how the devil is about to bitch slap that woman in the back of the head and how he's burning the tail on that guy. He's holding these people to ransom. And really for me, the metaphor for this card is that we hold ourselves to ransom. It's the inner demons that keep us where we are. These people probably would want to be free, but they're held where they are because they're being held to ransom by the devil, and the devil is a fear. So often this is a card that represents, for me, being held back by our fears, being held back by, and that fear can come in all sorts of shapes and sizes. You know, it doesn't just have to be that you're held back by an abusive relationship or in a toxic relationship or by toxic friends because they make you look good or because you have the most fun with them. So you don't feel that, if you left that, you know, what would your life be? The devil isn't just about cigarette smoking or drinking. It can be about simply, really at the ethos, I feel at the basis of this card, Gemini, this card is saying, you know what? You've got some fears and some inner demons, because it is really your inner demons at the end of the day that you need to deal with. And you're holding yourself ransom. So everybody has a devil inside of them. This can, yes, as I've said, be an external figure that you need to block out because you want to be free with the Fool card. Fool card means to be free. Two of Swords means to block out. And the Devil means fear, obsession, superficialities that have no real basis for happiness. When you get the Devil card, for me, it's quite hedonistic. Sure, if you're happy in a particular type of lifestyle, you know, going away on holiday, sleeping around, doing whatever you do, patterns of behaviour that you don't want to break, then that's up to the individual. But a lot of people, I feel, are not happy in certain ways of living, especially if you're doing a lot of drugs, a lot of drink, a lot of, you know, sleeping around. A lot of people probably would want monogamous relationships, or they want, you know, a healthy body. They don't want to have to get up every morning and light a cigarette, that type of thing. So when you get the Devil card, this is about being held back by our inner demons, our fear of letting go, our fear of surrender, our fear of stepping out of whatever it is that we feel is giving us the greatest joy at that particular time. Because it's superficial. It has no real depth. No real depth of happiness for me, does the Devil. So for me, you guys are, the energy is around achievement within your personal lives, and around that achievement we can see that there is something, a devil, that is holding you back, or there could be a toxic person within your life that you block out in 2017 because you want to be free with that Fool card, or because you don't care. The Fool card can also mean I don't care, I feel carefree, I feel the ability to now release myself. You know, the Fool is to release, the Devil is to hold back. So toxic situation, person, whatever that might be, obsession, fear, superficialities that you block out because you don't care anymore or you want to be free. And that's why the overall outcome for you guys in this area is showing us justice, because it's the completion of a situation, it's closure, it's where you're actually achieving balance and harmony. For some of you guys, you might be looking to give up smoking, things like that. The smoking, cigarettes are again the devil. You're looking to block that out because your logic is saying to you, it's no longer, as well with this Two of Swords, a card about feelings. It's a card about logic. Well, I might enjoy smoking, but logically, it's not a very clever thing to do. So I want to break free of that because I want to feel as light as a feather. I want to feel good about myself. I want to feel good about my life. I want to feel that I can do anything, can go anywhere and feel good about who I am. Feel the healthiest, the brightest, the happiest that I want to be. And therefore, the overall outcome is justice. Your achievement. Justice is an achievement card. But also there is closure to a certain area of life, and you're achieving balance and harmony and equilibrium, not only bodily wise but mentally wise. So these are wonderful, wonderful energies so far, Gemini. I hope the reading continues like this because it's absolutely beautiful. Really, really nice within that personal section there. Let's have a look at your careers for some of you guys in 2017. While the High Priestess rules the reading, sometimes this means passively waiting for something to happen. The High Priestess can mean secrets. It means that something is yet to be revealed. It can mean somebody who's quite secretive that you work around. Especially if this lady links up, I guess, with this Devil here. You know, the High Priestess can be somebody who's got things that they're hiding, that they're not saying to you. It might be a person around you in your career. But it can also mean with the High Priest. Sometimes the High Priestess. Sometimes this card in terms of career means nothing's really changing. Things are kind of staying the same. There's no real changes here. There's a certain sense of feeling quite settled when you get the High Priestess. But it can also mean, well, I'm taking my time to decipher exactly what it is that I want to do going forward. Let's have a look what comes underneath this High Priestess. Well, we do have the Chariot. And the Chariot can mean that you're in two minds. It can also be a card of travel. Okay, so for some of you guys, there might be some travel coming up in terms of your career. But when you get the Chariot, for me, this is a card that says I'm very focused on moving forward. I'm very determined. I'm very ambitious. So this card can mean to be ambitious as well in terms of career. But it can also mean that you have two roads that you can go along and you need to make a decision with the Chariot. Sevens usually represent to make decisions. So as well as being focused determination with sevens, they're also saying that we need to make a decision, especially when you get the Chariot. It means to be pulled in two directions often. Oh, well, we've got the Knight of Swords, and the Knight of Swords is very fast. So when you get knights, they usually represent the coming and goings of situations. So they can mean very fast changes. This is the card of confidence, and it's the card of being very, very assertive. So it could be, with the Chariot, moving forward will require confidence with that Knight of Swords. or a move will come quickly, because the Chariot often means a move, or travel, or a change with that Chariot will come quickly with the Knight of Swords. I don't feel that this is change here though, but unless it's kind of you're moving on to something else, or you're travelling to another destination in terms of work. Alright, but I feel because we've got this Knight of Swords sitting here, something's happening quickly. And I feel the Chariot is something like moving on, or success. Chariot often means success as well. When you get this in an outcome, it means that you're going to have success over obstacles. So it might be overcoming obstacles comes quickly with that Knight of Swords. And brings calm and emotional satisfaction with the King of Cups. When you get the King of Cups, it's often to feel emotionally satisfied. All right. Also, the King of Cups can be a career card. All of these cards can be career cards. Okay, so when you get something like the King of Cups, this can be somebody who works for themselves. They work from home, or they work within the health sector. This can be a psychiatrist or a doctor, or somebody who works in alternative health, that type of thing. Somebody who potentially works on the water as well, that type of thing with the King of Cups. Because the King of Cups is somebody who, when you get kings, remember they are masters in their particular field. So the King of Cups is master of emotion. He learns to master and control his emotions, master and control his feelings. He knows how to deal with a situation. He knows how to hold his head in a crisis. I feel that in your careers, it seems to be the overall energy is the High Priestess, which for me is a card about being passive, or it's waiting, or it's not doing anything until you know exactly what it is that you want to do. But it's also a card of using your intuition. Okay? So it might be that some of you guys in your careers are needing to use your intuition to a great extent here. The Chariot is moving forward, overcoming obstacles to achieve great success. Sorry. So I feel that maybe with the Chariot, great success comes quickly with the Knight of Swords. If you are with this King of Cups, calm, confident, and self-assured, because I can use all these keywords with these cards. King of Cups is to be self-assured and to be confident and to be calm. So it could be very well that, you know, success comes with that Chariot. Success comes quickly if you are calm and self-assured with the King of Cups. So maybe the energy around your careers is showing that some of you guys aren't willing, the energy around your career with this High Priestess is some of you guys might not be willing to make some form of changes. You're kind of just being very passive to the energy of change with this High Priestess. Remember, the High Priestess sits in the temple, and she doesn't really take any type of action. She's definitely not a Knight of Swords card. She's far more laid back. So the energy could be to be laid back maybe within your career. Maybe there are decisions that you need to make. Maybe that's also why we've got the Chariot here, that some of you guys might be in between a rock and a hard place, or you might be in two minds. But I feel because we've got this Knight of Swords, which can mean quickly, and the King of Cups means to be calm, self-assured, emotionally stable. It can also mean success comes quickly and brings emotional stability with that King of Cups. Okay? And therefore, the energy with this High Priestess is some of you guys might be waiting for something to happen in terms of your careers. But, you know, the Chariot is excellent for success. It's excellent for career because it means that you move forward and it means that you are determined. Also, when you get a Knight of Swords, this can mean what energy do you identify with. Sometimes the Knight of Swords is a very, very good card because it shows somebody who's very confident, very ambitious, very motivated, and very assertive. And sometimes this can be somebody who's very angry. So what do you identify with? This card can mean restlessness as well. But I don't feel that this is restlessness here. I feel that this could be, especially if it's being assertive, it could be that you're in two minds, or you're being pulled in two directions, or you're indecisive with the Chariot. Indecisiveness brings restlessness. to your emotional stability for some of you guys. So it might be the overall energy is to sit and wait and to find out exactly what it is that you want to do in terms of your careers, maybe, Gemini, in the year 2017. And for some of you guys, you'll achieve, overcome obstacles. Overcoming obstacles comes quickly, which brings emotional stability with this King of Cups. Let's have a look what's going on with the overall outcome is for your careers. Well, the Hierophant, the High Priest. The overall outcome could be, especially if there's any type of restlessness, it could be seeking some advice. Remember the High Priest, in the Witch's Tarot, this is the High Priest. In the Rider-Waite, it's the Hierophant. The High Priest often represents an advisor, somebody who's able to give us some very, very wise counsel. The High Priest can often be a corporation. High Priest, Hierophant usually represents groups, societies. It represents the status quo, adhering to regulations, adhering to the status quo within a particular job. This is why it can often represent things like corporate institutions, for example. Also, the High Priest is, you know, somebody can help you unlock answers that you need. You see these keys here? The High Priest is inviting you in. If you seek advice from somebody who's like a High Priest, they're able to open up a whole new knowledge database to you. So the keys are aware you're unlocking things. They'll only give you advice so far, and then they expect you to do the rest of the work. Okay? So I feel that some of you guys might be seeking advice in terms of your careers. There might be somebody who's able to unlock something for you. Remember that the High Priestess, and we have her here, funnily enough, as the overall energy, she doesn't really unlock. This is where something needs to be revealed here. So it might be within your working life, the overall energy is that something needs to be opened up to you in terms of your careers in 2017. And it could be that being in two minds brings restlessness, maybe to your emotional stability within the King of Cups. And therefore the overall outcome could be, well, seek the advice, get advice that's going to open up something for you. So some of you guys might be indecisive concerning your careers in 2017. But it could also mean for some of you guys, the overall outcome being the High Priest. Maybe you guys are going to be the people who are in control and in charge. Because a High Priest also means to be in charge. Not a lot of people explain it that way. But if you're a High Priest, you're the one that gives the orders. You're the one that ordains certain things. You're the one that says yes or no. Because that's what a priest does. It's got people underneath him. He gives this person, usually on the Rider-Waite, you've got two people sitting beneath this individual. They've got one finger, a couple of fingers pointing up to the sky, and a couple of fingers down. So I feel that this card is also about bringing spiritual awareness from the on high and manifesting it, bringing it into your reality. So sometimes this can be a card of prayer, but also for me this is a card that says somebody feels that they are in a position of authority in which they are able to ordain or to bring into focus on in an earthly way things that they believe they are righteous enough to proclaim. So I feel that for some of you guys, it might be some of you guys who are acting as the High Priest here, especially if there is great success with that Chariot that comes quickly and gives you emotional stability here. And with the overall outcome being the High Priest, it might be some of you guys are in a very kind of controlling position where you call the shots, because the High Priest does call the shots within the tarot often. This can also be where some of you guys are needing to pay heed to your inner wisdom. What does your inner wisdom and calling tell you? This isn't just asking somebody for advice, but this can be prayer. Praying to the on high. It doesn't just mean a blood and bones individual. It can mean asking your angels for advice, asking God for advice. God is the High Priest after all. Some of you guys might be seeking advice concerning your careers, and I feel that some of you guys will be needing to pay attention to your inner wisdom within your careers, especially if, you know, you've been quite passive and you're taking time to work out what you want to do with that High Priestess here. And therefore, the energies underneath this are that maybe you're being pulled in two directions. It's causing some restlessness, perhaps to your inner confidence or your emotional stability within a situation. So some of you guys might be having a difficult time within the workplace. Sometimes this High Priest can mean things like HR, human resources. We know that there are teams that work within human resources, and it might be that there is a situation here that you're going to need to pass on to somebody who has greater power, because the High Priest is a card about holding power, and sometimes the power is external to who we are. So it might be that you're needing to have a resolution to a situation in terms of your careers, Gemini, in 2017, by passing it over to somebody who's more powerful than you are. For example, a HR department, something like that. Let's have a look what's happening within your home lives. Well, there could be a move on the cards for some of you guys, because you've got the Ace of Wands that's sitting here. And usually when you get the Ace of Wands, it means that it's the start. It's a fresh start. Because Wands represent growth, and they're often seen as moving cards as well. The Ace of Wands can mean that you're making a fresh start in terms of the home, potentially. For some of you guys, it might be that you have a new idea in terms of your home life. For example, it could be anything to do with home renovations. It could be anything to do with... Remember, when you get the Ace of Wands, this is to feel a spark or a flame. So the Ace of Wands often references a great idea that somebody has, or they're feeling greatly inspired to do something, or to be something, or to act a certain way, or to have something happen. So this could be some of you guys feeling great inspiration in terms of your home lives. But it could also be where some of you guys are potentially thinking, or there is the concept about maybe a move, a fresh start in terms of your home lives in 2017. What's underneath this? Well, the Page of Swords, and the Page of Swords again is one of those cards that speaks about fresh ideas and new inspiration. When you get the Page of Swords, you're at the start of a new idea. But also, this is the card that represents, well, I have an idea and I want to initiate something. So this could be something to do with initiation of an idea. Remember, pages are young. So because he's holding his sword aloft, this often means I'm going to initiate something here. I'm ready to strike. So there might be something that you're looking to strike on in terms of the home. Could be something to do with a fresh start, maybe with the Ace of Wands being the general energy for your home lives. Well, yeah, there's something perhaps I feel to do with a home move here, because you've got that Ten of Cups. So you might be initiating on completing, or initiating on a home move. Remember, tens within tarot mean completion or endings. So you might be looking to initiate with that Page of Swords a home move with the Ten of Cups. But you've got a King of Swords sitting here, and funnily enough, this can be you guys. All right. And for me, this is that you act, because kings mean to act. So for some of you guys, it could be that you are initiating a home move in which you act, or something like that with the King of Swords. Because the King of Swords, remember, the Page is the younger version of the King. So the Page can be the King's son or younger brother or something like that. The Page is the baby, the King is the mature. So you've gone from a Page to a King here. And kings do. So because it's a King of Swords, this often references somebody who has great clarity of mind. Somebody who communicates effectively, okay? So it could be initiating a home move will take clear and direct communication, but it's something that you're going to be acting on, literally, I feel, with that King of Swords, because the King of Swords often references, mental clarity, mental distinction. That's what your King of Swords energy is. It's also clear, direct communication that comes to you or that you're making. And I feel that because you're showing here, Gemini, this is saying that maybe you're initiating a home move in which you are being direct and communicative with this card. So maybe you're communicating this to the family. For some of you guys, it could be arguments as well, unfortunately, because the Page of Swords is an argumentative home card, and we do have the Ten of Cups, which is the home. So it could be a Page of Swords. Arguments maybe with that Ten of Cups within the home lead to the King of Swords. So maybe you're doing something, maybe you're taking responsibility. So it could be maybe arguments within the home lead to the King of Swords taking responsibility, or taking direct action with that King of Swords. Because remember, the kings do, they act. You know, when you get King of Swords, it's how you act out in the world. King of Cups, King of Swords, King of Pentacles, King of Wands, it's how you act out in the world. It's what you do in the world. Kings represent the completion of situations. But they also represent what we do in a situation as well. And we literally do it. It's not a thinking card, it's a doing card. You act as a result of how you think. Remember that all kings are based on earth. They're all rooted in earth. So earth is to be practical. It's to be down to earth. It's to resolve. Okay? It's literally to... with earthly matters, it's to literally do something. It's not about waters feeling something. It's not about fire feeling the passion. You know, it's not about... what's the other suit now? It's not about swords, mental strategy or struggles or things like that. When you get earth, the earthly element of the tarot is literally the outcome. So it's what you do. It's what you get as a result. But when you get kings, because they're rooted in earth, they will act. But according to their suit, it depends on how they act. So because the swords are representative of communication, this person gives direct communication. This person speaks their mind. So it might be that there are arguments, Page of Swords, within the home with that Ten of Cups, in which you need to communicate effectively here. And maybe the Ace of Wands is, you know, Ace of Wands can mean not just a fresh start, but it means ideas. And as I said before, there might be some ideas that are happening within the home life in 2017. And maybe this is to do with something on how you resolve some form of family altercation in the year 2017. It could be that you're ready to strike on a family situation, the Ten of Cups, that needs direct communication with that King of Swords. Excuse me. So some of you guys, it could be something maybe to do with the legal profession, for example. We do have Justice here. This card here, Justice, as the focus. So for some of you guys, it might be a legal situation here that we're looking at, potentially. Let's have a look at what your overall outcome is for your home situation. Well, that's brilliant, because you've got the Wheel of Fortune, which says that however you act in this situation within the home, effectively the overall outcome is it brings in changes for the better, because you've got the Wheel of Fortune. Because we've got some nasty little sword card here, the Page of Swords is not always the great card to get, because it can represent somebody who is a very kind of destructive individual, but it can also mean a destructive energy. And maybe this sums up this area here in the personal situation, especially if the arguments or the disagreements with this Page of Swords within a family situation in which you must act as that King of Swords. It could be that in the personal situation there is victory here, because the devil, the problem, is being blocked out. Because you need freedom, or because you need a release of this situation, maybe with the Fool card. So these can easily kind of link up, I guess, in these areas. Let's have a look what's going in your love lives, Gemini. Well, the Four of Pentacles, and the Four of Pentacles in terms of love can mean that somebody's quite possessive. It's not a great card for love, to be honest with you. It really isn't. It's one of those cards can mean that people are holding on to a relationship for relationship's sake. It can mean that you're being possessive, even obsessive, holding on. It can also mean somebody is a little bit distant, or they are emotionally not available. It can mean greed within a relationship as well. Let's have a look what goes on underneath this, Gemini, for 2017. Well, there we go. Five of Cups is showing up here, and it can say that maybe underneath this, maybe some of you guys are holding on to a relationship with that Four of Pentacles, maybe because you're worried about loss or losing a relationship here. If this represents a person, could be an earth energy individual. It could mean maybe there is an earth sign. Usually this could show up for a Capricorn individual, that Four of Pentacles. Could be a Capricorn person, doesn't have to be though, doesn't even have to be an earth sign, but there's somebody here who it could be quite distant, and it could be around that energy of somebody who's quite distant. Maybe there is a fear of loss within the relationship. If you guys or somebody is holding on to this relationship, then they have a fear of loss with that Five of Cups. Let's have a look at the other card. Oh wow, you've got the Three of Cups. I feel that losing a relationship, or it could be with the Five of Cups, maybe there is a reunion here. Because you've got Three Cups downturned here with the Five of Cups. If you can see that, Gemini, three cards, 3 cups that are downturned. But then you've got the Three of Cups that are up again. So it could mean that you overcome a loss or there is a reunion going on here. I'll probably look at those cards and think this looks like some form of a reunion. Because three cups are spilled. There's a broken friendship here, but it's resumed with the Three Cups. So there could be maybe some resuming of a relationship here potentially. But it comes with its struggles with that Ten of Wands. Therefore, I feel that some of you guys or somebody around you, could be an earth sign, is having problems with letting go of a relationship here. Okay? I don't feel that it's somebody who's being, I mean, somebody might be being distant, but I feel that there is within your love lives for some of you in 2017, it might be the inability to let go of a relationship. Perhaps because with that Five of Cups, it says loss leads to a reunion, but it comes with struggles with that Ten of Wands. So I feel that there could be reunions on the cards for some of you guys, because there is maybe on both parts the inability to let go, but I feel that it's going to be kind of a little bit of a thankless task, to be honest with you, Gemini, because I feel that for some of you guys, if you are resuming or you're looking to reunite with someone who you've had difficulties with in a relationship, I feel that this relationship will be a problem going forward. I feel that you've got the Ten of Wands here, and often when that comes up in a love reading, it means you've got problems, you've got struggles, you've got burdens within the relationship. All right? So I feel that, with the Five of Cups, it could be loss within a relationship has led to a reunion, but it comes with struggles with that Ten of Wands. Alright, so if there are reunions on the cards for some of you guys in 2017, I wouldn't expect these to go the whole way. We'll have to see what the overall outcome card says. And maybe that's why in the personal situation here, some of you guys are going to be achieving victory if you block out the Two of Swords, the Devil, which gives you your freedom with the Fool. Because in the love area, it's saying some of you guys want to hold on to a relationship. And even though you might reunite for a time with a particular person, I feel it's still going to come with some problems with that Ten of Wands. And therefore, in the personal situation, could say for some of you guys, it might be towards the end of the year even, that you'll have your victory. Finally, you can block out this Devil here, the person that you can't let go of, because you need your freedom. You need to be free of this energy here, because reuniting with this person will only be for a certain time. Ten of Wands can also mean 10 months. So it might be that you reunite for around the 10-month stage and then it's all over. Okay? I feel that this could definitely link up here, and especially if it's also within the home area here, where there are arguments within the home that need, with this King of Swords, direct communication, or it needs you to be completely mentally clear around this. So some of you guys, being the King of Swords, you might even look to detach. King of Swords can be an emotionally detached individual as well. So potentially, if this links up to love for some of you guys in these areas, we could see how that would flow quite easily. Because, it might be in the home life that some of you guys have the spark. There might be a relationship that has a great sexual spark. Ace of Wands can also mean great sexual spark. But underneath that spark, there might be arguments within a relationship that will require you, maybe, to detach yourself with that King of Swords energy. Okay? Because though you might be holding on in the love area to this relationship in which a loss results in some form of reunion with that Three of Cups, but it comes with its pressures and its burdens. It could say that in the personal situation, while some of you guys might want to be free from this Devil, so you choose to block it out and therefore move on with the Fool card, claim back your freedom. So I can see how these areas here would link up, especially if it's within an emotional situation, within your home, love life, that type of thing. Let's have a look at where it's leading for love, the overall outcome. Well, Temperance. Now, Temperance can mean many things. It can mean a reunion. It can mean that you're working together. You're working with opposing forces. But it could also mean, with the Temperance card, patience and the need to assess and weigh up a situation as well within your love life, with that Temperance card showing as the overall outcome. But this can definitely mean a reunion card as well. two people who come together soul-wise. So it might be that you've got a soulmate here that's difficult to let go of in 2017 for some of you guys. It might be that you need to work with the elements. You need to try and make things work within this relationship. Maybe this is where the strong communication comes in from you guys with that King of Swords. No messing about with that King of Swords when it comes to love. They'll just speak whatever's on their mind. Some very strong, direct communication. But there's also the need to detach oneself emotionally and look at the situation from what it is when you get the King of Swords energy here. Let's have a look finally what's going on in the overall running theme for the year for you Geminis. Wow. Relationship. Two of Cups. Two of Cups, never get that twisted. It can be relationships, love relationships, but it can also be negotiations and partnerships. But there is definitely something with the Two of Cups, the running theme through the year. Could be a relationship, or it might be a new relationship comes in for you at the end of the year. What's going on here underneath that? Well, there are restrictions. The Seven of Wands often means restriction. Could mean defense, it just depends. If you get something like the Lovers and the Seven of Wands, it means somebody's trying to defend a relationship. It could mean that you're trying to defend the relationship here as well, because you've got the Two of Wands, Two of Cups, sorry. Sometimes this is somebody who's holding on for dear life, regardless of the struggles that they're facing. But sometimes this can mean somebody rejects or somebody restricts. Let's have a look at the other cards. Well, we've got the Three of Pentacles here. And the Three of Pentacles can mean many things. Again, remember these cards are multifaceted. Sometimes when you get the Three of Pentacles, it means that you're developing a relationship. It means that you're moving home together. It means that you're getting married. It means that you are, perhaps looking to have a baby. But there might be some restrictions, maybe with that Three of Pentacles in the development of a relationship. Let's have a look at the other card. That will lead to having to move on with the Six of Swords. I feel that this is speaking heavily towards your love lives for some reason in 2017 for some of you guys. I do feel that there are restrictions here with the Seven of Wands to the development of a relationship that will see you moving on with that Six of Swords. Okay, so I feel that the running theme through the year, it would seem, is relationships, because you've got the Two of Cups here. And I feel that that figures heavily within this area here, your love life here, and the potential for the home life here. Okay, we are seeing a lot of restrictive energies, especially in the personal situations, home life and the love life, and now it's showing in the running theme throughout the year. All right, I'm going to start just looking at this situation here as the running theme throughout the year, because I feel that that has a lot to say about how these other areas kind of tie up here as well, Gemini. I do feel, if we, apart from the career section, I do feel that you guys are looking to overcome something here with that Six of Wands. All right, the Six of Wands can also be a fire sign, so there might be a fire sign or an earth sign individual that you're dealing with in 2017. The Devil. Remember, the Four of Pentacles can be a Capricorn individual, and the Devil is Capricorn, so it might be a Capricorn person, but nevertheless there is a devil here. Can be an obsession, it can be a fear, it can be anything, but if it's a person, this is somebody who it could be a toxic situation here that you want to block out, maybe because you need your freedom with the Fool card. We're seeing in the love area here that some of you guys might be holding on to a particular person, but this person here might be a little bit detached, or they might be a bit selfish within a relationship with that Four of Pentacles. Around that, there is a loss of a relationship with that Five of Cups, but it seems like it's resumed with that Three of Cups, but it does come with its burden. So even if you're holding on to a relationship here, Gemini, I don't feel it's going to last for very long with some of you guys. There's still going to be the issues here, still going to be the problems that you're going to need to face within the relationship. And within the home life, it could be with the Ace of Wands that there is a lot of sexual energy, especially if this is love at all, but it comes with its arguments, its problems with that Page of Swords, in which those arguments, problems, could be within the home, the Ten of Cups, in which with the King of Swords, it might be that if this isn't you, you might be dealing with a detached individual, especially if it links up with that Four of Pentacles person there. Or it could be that there are arguments within the home that require your mental, require you to be communicatively clear. and assertive, or require you to be assertive, because the King of Swords means to be assertive, not only communication wise but mentally wise as well. Where does your running theme card end up? The Star. Well, it's good because it's saying with the Star card, you know, there might be some tears. It might be, the Star can also mean to be far away. So it might be the overall outcome is that there is distance between you and the person that you love. But it's for the good, because the Star card also means where you're on the right track. You're doing the right thing, because it's going to actually turn out to your advantage in the end. So the Star card is a very hopeful card, and it's telling you the overall outcome is have hope. Even though I feel that some of you guys are moving on from something here, because the energy around the running theme for the year stroke future situations is a relationship, but there are restrictions in the development, I feel, of this relationship, and therefore it will require some of you guys to move on with that Six of Swords. And this is you guys moving on because you're swords. Let's have a look at where you're wishing for everything to go in 2017, Gemini. Well, the Moon. I feel that you're looking for clarification. All right, I feel that you're looking for a lot of areas within your life to be cleared up. When you get the Moon card, if you look at this woman here, it's almost like she's got this light, this lamp, and she's saying, who is there? She's holding the fire, the lamp, or whatever it is, the fire on the branch, and saying, who's there? Who's there? So she wants to know. She needs clarity. She needs an answer. She needs communication. So I feel for some of you guys, it is seeking of communication. They're seeking to make situations clearer, possibly calling out for some form of assistance or help within your lives in 2017. I don't feel that this card refers, you know, when we look at the wishes, the Moon usually represents situations that are fear and anxiety inducing, often when you get the Moon card. It means with the Moon, you only see things in one way rather than the whole perspective. The Sun is where you see the whole perspective. The Moon is where you only see the negative of it. So it might be that you need to overcome negative situations within the year 2017. You're wishing for the Moon, so I feel that you're wishing for as much clarity, as much light to be shed on certain situations within your life in 2017. Let's have a look at what the overall outcome is for the year. Well, the Tower shows up here as the overall outcome for the year. And the Tower is really saying, you know, whatever is not working within your life, it must fall. And there are changes that are going to be happening quite rampantly, I feel, in 2017. The overall energy, where everything is heading for you guys, is that Tower. And when you get the Tower, it ain't no joke. The Tower is not a joke. This is one of the most serious, one of the most strongest cards within the tarot. It really, really is. It's figured in my life many, many times. But it's not a bad card because it says that there is a necessary evil that needs to happen in order for you to have some form of cleansing, Gemini. And this card is saying that you need cleansing in the year 2017. So the overall outcome is the breaking of patterns with that Tower. We see that here, where you are going to be achieving some form of victory in your personal situations, because there is a devil that you block out that leads to freedom with that Fool card. So there we can see the Tower being present. Because the Tower isn't always about unexpected situations, but it's also about the decisions that we make. It can be where you have an epiphany moment. And I never thought about that, of course. The overall energy for your home life is an epiphany, because the Ace of Wands also represents an epiphany moment. It's the bright spark that goes on. It's like, aha moment. I get it. I understand what I need to do now. So with the Tower, there is, in your personal situation, going to be a breaking down of a situation. I feel that this comes from your own hand. This is something you do in the personal situation here. Your careers with the Tower, I feel that there is a change of career that's coming in, but I feel that there is also some fear. We don't have Tower in the reverse where you're trying to halt things. You're letting things crumble. You're letting things go. All right. Some of you guys, yes, there is a bit of stagnation maybe with this High Priestess around your careers. You might be in two minds, which is leading you to feel quite restless. Because funnily enough, I forgot to mention the Knight of Swords actually represents Gemini energy. So that is actually you on the card. That's you. So there is some anger here. So it might be with the Chariot, you're in two minds, which is causing some anger, not anger so much, but restlessness for you. And it could be that the King of Cups is a career path that you're already in. So some of you guys might work with others. You might work within the health sector. You might work as a psychologist or a psychiatrist or a nurse or a counsellor or something like that. But there's something that makes you not very happy, I feel, for some of you guys. And therefore the high priest says, I'm going to need to seek some further advice on this. For some of you guys, you are eager. So the Chariot sees you eager for emotional stability, or eager to attain emotional stability. So some of you guys will be moving forward. Could be a change in location, for example. So it could be a change in location with the Chariot sees you eager for emotional stability. So I feel that this Chariot is moving forward. There might be some changes coming in here with this area here. Okay, because the overall energy in terms of your work, it might be that you feel that it's quite stagnant and you need some change. And therefore, some of you guys will be paying attention to your own inner wisdom, but you'll also be seeking some form of guidance. And that's where we can see the Tower coming in. Again, it's from your own hand, but it also might be with the High Priest. You've got some very strong truths coming to you. So it might be something that you've already built up in terms of, well, maybe this will be an easy transformation in terms of career. It might be the High Priest gives you the advice and says, you know what, actually, I'm going to give you this advice and I need you then to follow up on this advice. And it might be something you find out, you're like, oh shit, I didn't know that about the career, that type of thing. So that's where the Tower can factor in. Anything you've built up, if it's an illusion, it needs to come crashing down because you need the truth. The Tower is about revelations and having the truth. In terms of your home life, again, Ace of Wands, the overall energy could be that there is an epiphany for some of you guys. And that could be, the energies around this are that there might be arguments within the Page of Swords. And this is taking place within the home in which you need to be assertive. And you need to be open and honest and have some direct communication. It might even see some of you guys detaching yourselves or cutting somebody out of your life, maybe with that King of Swords energy. But more than anything with this King of Swords, because they do, this sees you being completely assertive. Remember, kings are warriors, so a king will go to war. So especially if this is something to do with the Justice card as the overall energy focus for the year, this is completion, closure to a matter. You want some closure in terms of maybe some form of difficult energies around your home lives in 2017. And there, the Tower factors in, because the Tower puts a stop to stuff. I feel that you are your own Tower for a lot of these areas in 2017. I feel that in your love lives, if you're holding on to a relationship here, there might be some loss that comes back as a reunion, but there's still struggle, I feel, with that Ten of Wands in this relationship. And therefore, the overall energy is the Tower. Whatever is, and you could see, for me, I could definitely see in this area of love where something is not solid. Because Four of Pentacles means I hold on. I can't let go. It could be for superficial reasons. It could be for the money aspect of the relationship. It could be that you're in a relationship with someone and you share the mortgage and the bills and the this and the that. And if I let go of this relationship, where does that leave me? But the Tower comes in as the overall energy. And that says, you know what, actually, you need to let this go. Because you can't be thinking like that this is just a monetary thing or a materialistic thing. You have to be thinking about your own self-worth. And your own welfare. So the Tower is really important. And here in the overall energy for the year, the running theme, it is based on relationships. There are restrictions, I feel, with that Seven of Wands in a development that sees you moving on with that Six of Swords. So I do feel a lot of you guys are moving on from things that are no longer serving you in 2017. And the Tower is proof as the overall energy that there are some major shifts coming in. It might be uncomfortable, but it's a necessary evil. Let's finally have a look at the advice card for the year. Ah, there we go. Three of Swords shows up as your advice. I feel that there are going to be head and heart decisions you guys need to make in 2017, Gemini. I've got to be honest. I really feel that there are head and heart decisions. Because Three of Swords, the head is the swords, the heart is the heart. Head and heart decisions. There could also be some heartbreak, and it was showing up quite prevalently, I feel, especially within your love area here. It looks like you're just pushing and pushing and pushing for something, and it's really, really not working. It looks like you're holding on to something by the teeth, skin of your teeth, and it just looks like it's not working to me. And also here as well, in the running theme throughout the year, really looks like you, you know, this could be also Seven of Swords, Seven of Wands. You're trying to defend, hold on again, maybe to a relationship, Three of Pentacles. But in the end, with the Six of Swords, you have to move on. So you can see here and here how they could really align together to say that people are really holding on by the skin of the teeth to something that needed to be gone like yesterday. You know? So the Three of Swords, for me, for the advice card, there will be some struggles for you guys to endure, especially in relationships, I feel, in 2017. There will be people that you need to cut out. That there are separations showing here. The advice card for the Three of Swords is separation as well. So especially in the personal situation, you're blocking a devil out. And this isn't just love, this is bad habits. This is things that need to be long gone. Things like, you know, depends on what your bad habit is, or the thing that you're fearing letting go. But whatever that thing is, it needs to be gone like yesterday. You know, there's no kind of holding on to this. It seems, I'm not saying it's going to be a tough year. I don't feel it's going to be a tough year, but I feel that it's going to be a year of real kind of pushing forward to be the best that you can be. And if that means separation, letting go, surrendering to the truth of a situation, then so be it, Gemini. But there's no more holding on to things that no longer serve you. You have to move out from it. You have to move on from it. Because the only way that you're going to actually improve your life going on into 2018 is to have a complete cleansing. And that's why the overall outcome is the Tower, because it says there's going to be a complete cleansing coming in 2017, sorry. And that means some sacrifices that you're going to need to make. And the advice card is that Three of Swords here. It could be some heartache, yes. Some heartbreak, yes. Head and heart decisions to make. Difficult conversations, especially if we're looking at the home area here. Okay. Page of Swords can also mean severance. And that Ten of Cups within a relationship. Could be that you're feeling more assertive with the King of Swords as a result of that. Or severance within a relationship because you're emotionally detached, maybe, with that King of Swords. Or severance within a relationship, possibly through direct communication. Or severance within a relationship gives you mental clarity, or arguments within a relationship give you mental clarity. And that's why we've got the Ace of Wands, epiphany moment, bright spark comes on. A lot of this is to do with the relationships here, and a lot of these areas, a lot of the Aries reading it away, can be very, very closely interlinked. So it is going to be a year, I feel, Gemini, of real changes coming in for some of you guys. So get ready for the ride, because I really feel that. I mean, you know, if you've got things going on and you're too afraid to let go of them, then you'll have a year that is the same as last year, 2016. But if you really want to make some strides, it is going to require sacrifices, and it is going to require some discomfort this year. But we all know that no pain, no gain. So I do see some pain here for some of you guys, but you're definitely going to get there. You're going to be making some huge achievements this year. That is your reading. Not so much on money or anything like that. It's more relationships, I feel, this year for you guys. It's not so much focused on the money aspect. Might be some house moves going on here potentially. Love looks like you need to kind of let that go already. Personal situation, definitely something. They're all letting go cards. It's funny, letting go here, letting go here. It's all letting go cards. It's really interesting. But you need to unlock something more for yourself in 2017. And I really sincerely hope that you do that, Gemini. Thanks for joining me. I will be up with your month ahead readings after the Christmas period. Okay, I haven't recorded those yet. I meant to record them, but I got tied up in other stuff. So I'll be back with those in this year. I'm going away for a bit, but I'm coming back on the 27th. Okay, so I'll start recording those videos then, and I'll speak to you guys soon. Take care.